Hey, this is Kenny's Audiophile Record Reviews. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. In this video, I'm going to give a short opinion and assessment of this version of Jazz at the Pawnshop Late Night Edition, new unreleased tapes, 45 RPM 2 LP set. I believe I paid $90 for this one. And I was really interested in getting this one because I have the this company's version of Jazz at the Pawnshop, their version of the original Jazz at the Pawnshop, and this version sounds absolutely superb. It really does. In my review of this version of Jazz at the Pawnshop, I gave the sound performance a 10 and the playing performance a 9. So will the late night edition be up to par with the previous edition? Well, we'll see in a short video. But I'll quickly show you the, there's a cover. Show you the inside of the gatefold. And the back of the cover with the song listing. And additionally, it came with a like a 4 or 5 page booklet. Show you one of the pictures inside. I'll also show you one of the labels. This comes in these poly-lined sleeves, record sleeves. But when I first listened to side 1 or side A from disc 1, and again here's a song listing, and the first song, I'm trying to pronounce this name, but I know I'm going to butcher it, but I'm going to try anyway. It's called Furnessy, I believe, but I'm mispronouncing it. Please forgive me. Side A. There's only one song on side A, and I was really struck. Similar to my previous version of Jazz at the Pawnshop, I was really struck almost immediately by the clean, very clean and pristine detail of the sound. It's side A starts off with a saxophone solo, and it's really spectacular, the sound of the saxophone solo. And just like the first, this version of Jazz at the Pawnshop, the late night edition was well mic'd and well recorded, especially the vibraphone, because on side A, the song Furnessy, I was just struck by the detail and the realism, the depth of the vibraphone, the sound of the vibraphone. It was like it was in your room. It was simply an amazing sound, just like my previous version of Jazz at the Pawnshop. The song Furnessy, it really is a greatly performed acoustic jazz song. Also, the piano solo on that song is actually excellent. My favorite song on this album, and I'm not going to bother pronouncing it, it's on side B, and I'll show you the name of the song. And I'm not going to bother pronouncing it. But that's my favorite song on the late night edition of Jazz at the Pawnshop, and the performance rivals, if not exceeds, their performance. I think the best song on this version of Jazz at the Pawnshop is Take 5, and they do a masterful version of Take 5 on this version of Jazz at the Pawnshop. What meets or even exceeds that performance is this song on side B. It is a straight ahead jazz tour de force. And to me, that song is almost like an acoustic version of one of the songs on Miles Davis's Bitches Brew. These brothers are just working it. And it's one of the better acoustic jazz performances I've heard on record in a while. It's just, you know, the piano playing at times is briefly though, is extremely engaging. And it's just, like I said, it's just a fabulous example of a very well done straight ahead jazz, acoustic jazz performance. If I were to, and I say this, bring this up on other videos, if I were to introduce somebody to acoustic jazz, I would play the song on side B. It's just exceptional, and by far it's my favorite song on this album. Overall, I enjoy disc 1 better than disc 2. In other words, sides A and B I enjoyed much better than C and D. Although C and D, though the songs on that side are very well done. They have this very old school jazz club feel to it. It's almost like, you know, you're sitting in a jazz club, you know, listen to some very well acoustic jazz with your favorite drink, whatever it is. And it's just amazingly well performed. Like I said, especially the song, what's it called? Jeep's Blues. Like I said, it has this old school, slow tempo, mellow jazz club feel to it. That's simply exceptional if you like that type of jazz, which I do. And the solos on a lot of these songs are exceptional. There's one song called High Life on side D. And the playing on that song High Life reminds me of the style of the playing of Stan Getz, the song High Life. Overall, this sounded exceptional, like I said, and the performance was exceptional. Like I said, I enjoyed disc 1, side A and B, better than disc 2, side C and D. Especially, and I'm not going to pronounce this song, but the song on side B was one of the better acoustic jazz performances I've heard on record in some time now. It's just that exceptional to me. It just had me. That's one of the songs I listen to over and over again. And if I hadn't mentioned this, the turntable I used was at least my belt drive turntable was a Rega P8 turntable with a Apheta 3 cartridge. And I listened to this album again on a Technics SP-15 turntable with a Hana ML cartridge, and my phono stage is a Whest Whest 0.20 phono stage. The rest of my equipment is listed in the description below. But I was really struck by the performance on disc 1. It was really exceptional. If I would rate this album, I'm going to do performance first. I would give the performance on disc 1, which includes side A and B, I give it a 9. It's a straight up 9. It's just exceptional. The performance on disc 2, which is side C and D, I give an 8. You know, it's a different jazz style. It's really great, very well performed. I was just more engaged and moved and into the sound on disc 1. So I give the performance on disc 1 a 9, the performance on disc 2 an 8. So I give overall the performance on the record 8.5. Now the sound matches the sound of this version of Jazz at the Pawnshop that I have. It matches it. It gets a 10. The sound is exceptional, just like my previous version of Jazz at the Pawnshop. But this one, like I said, I think I paid $90 for it. and the sound is exceptional, and the performance is exceptional, especially on disc 1 and song B. To me, song B was worth the price of admission. It was just over the top, an amazing performance. If this is available on YouTube, I check it out before you buy it, especially side B. That's an amazing acoustical jazz performance. It just they just hit it out of the park on that particular song. And the song for Nessie, I'm probably mispronouncing, side A is outstanding as well. And they do a great version of Mood Indigo, the Duke Ellington song. It's a nice composition. They laid it out very well. Like I said, the song High Life, it sounds like it's the saxophone playing the same style as Stan Getz. If you're familiar with this record or you have it, Jazz at the Pawnshop Late Night Edition, the new unreleased tapes. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Let us know if you're going to buy this record. It's really an outstanding sounding record in terms of depth, image, and soundstage. My vinyl was quiet, and just the pristine sound and the detail of the instruments and how well that record was mic'd were just simply phenomenal. But those are my opinions. Please leave your opinions and comments in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for viewing my video. God bless, strong love, and keep the peace worldwide.